Hey guys, it's another 4th of July weekend. Today's Friday, July the 1st. I'm able to, being that I'm self-employed, I'm able to take off 4-day weekends. I always try to do a 4-day weekend around the 4th of July if it works out, if the 4th falls in a way to where I can do it. Monday's the 4th of July this year, so I decided to take off Friday. And I always utilize that time to do yard projects and miscellaneous projects around the house. Last year, exactly 1 year ago this weekend, I did my front yard dry well with somewhat of a French drain, not really a proper French drain, but a little bit of a drainage system because I've always had flooding problems here in the front yard. I mean, in heavy rains, this whole front yard floods. It goes into my neighbor's yard, her yard floods. And last year I decided I was going to do something about it. So I put in this dry well and a little, like I said, a kind of a French drain passageway to get into the dry well, and it's pretty much worked perfectly. The capacity, the holding capacity could have been a little bit bigger, and at some point in the future I might expand this and maybe do a kind of a leaching field. That's right, because that's more of what the French drain man would do. It would be a leaching field and not so much a dry well. But hey, it's working. I've had no floods. We've had some massive rains, and there's been several times where I actually had standing water over the dry well, but as soon as it stops raining, I mean, within hours it's gone. And you know, I've had no floods this year, so I'm satisfied that I can cover it up. And I'm going to till this up. I'm going to plant some grass seed. I had considered at one point to do sod, but I don't want to mess with the sod, and sod's pretty expensive. So I'm gonna till this, grade it out a little bit. I've got a little bit of a low spot here that I might bring in a couple of loaders full of dirt and you know, bring this up a little bit. And we're gonna put the French drain man type landscaper's cloth over where you see the rock. You know, I know I'll get a lot of comments, oh, you should have put that in beforehand. Yeah, there's a lot of things I should have done, but I didn't. And it works perfectly. But I'm gonna go ahead and put just one layer of French drain man landscaper's cloth on top of the rock, of basically a dusting of dirt. So some grass seed will start growing, and see if we can get this front yard turned around to where it looks a little bit better. So let's get the tractor out and have at it. Yeah, I've utilized my lawn wagon this time, and maybe I'll have a little better time of pick up and clean up and bringing stuff back and forth and making a lot fewer trips. You know, like they say, work smarter, not harder. Got my cooler full of beverages. All right, let's get to tilling. Yeah, that's a dusty, dirty mess. I wasn't thinking about that. I probably should have watered out here a couple of days so it wasn't so dusty. But that's just about it, guys. I've got a lot of other patchwork to do that I'm not going to do today. You know, I want to try to get just the primary area seeded and put my straw mat down. I didn't buy enough straw mat to do everything that needs to be done, but if I can get this primary area done, that'll give me a pretty good idea of how much more mat I need to buy. What I'm buying is, it's 6 foot by 100 foot long, and I'm going to cut it in 50-foot sections and try to get this main area seeded in. So I'm going to grab my hand tiller and my rake, do a little bit of detail work around the edges, and we'll throw down some seed. All right, guys, without the right grade measuring equipment, I could be out here all day jacking around with this, but for just a drywell pit in a front yard, that it's going to be a difficult task to get grass to grow good here anyway. It never has. I think I'm pretty much done with the grading aspect. And then once I get grass to grow, and I may have to, do a little detail work down the road. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put the French Drain Man landscaper's cloth over the gravel, put a little dirt on top of it, stake it down, and let's throw down some seed. Get moving forward with this project. I got other things to do with this 4-day weekend other than playing around out in the dirt. Yeah, I should have wrapped this. Should have wrapped the hole when I put the rock in place, but I didn't. So oh well. Hey, there's Daddy. Well, he always seems to show up late for the project. It sounded pretty good. Still idling just a hair fast, or you got the timing a little fast?
Just a hair.
Sounds good though. It sounds better. Did you tweak it? Huh. Well, Dad came over. He can't leave the driveway without doing a burnout. Yeah. That is a bad boy. All right, guys, I got her pretty much covered up, and I got to tell you that not burrito wrapping the stone and pipe and trying to put a little bit over the surface is a big mistake. Big. Oh well. We'll throw some seed on it and move on. Well, we made pretty good progress, guys. I did run short of the straw mat. I'm gonna get one more roll, 6 foot by 100. And this will give me a 50-foot run there and about a 50-foot run up by the road. And it'll, for the most part, be covered. My water pressure is not real great, so it's gonna be a struggle to keep this watered. Hopefully Mother Nature will give me a helping hand. But I think that's it for today, guys. I'm beat, I need to eat, and I need to go get some more, another roll of straw mat, and maybe I can get that straw mat picked up tonight and have it for tomorrow and wrap this project up on Saturday and have 2.5 days off to do other things. All right, guys, wish me luck. I'll keep you posted. Well, guys, I hope my seeding project in the front yard, planting the grass seed, didn't get ruined, because as soon as I got it all seeded in and got the sprinkler out and started trying to sprinkle the seed as you would, I ran out of water pressure, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? So I called in the professionals, C&J Well Company, in the Hamilton County, Indianapolis area. I'm not sure what areas they cover, but they came right out. They diagnosed the problem. Don't need a new pump, but my well is like 140 feet deep, but the pump itself was sitting at 40 feet. So it's just basically starting to suck air. For whatever reason, it's not filling up with, the well's not filling up with water as fast as it should. So they're gonna do a clean out, which breaks loose and removes the sediment down in the well, which will help the well fill up faster. And then they're gonna lower the pump about 20 feet in the well, and that should solve my problem. The well's still good. Oh, they're also gonna replace this nasty pressure tank, the steel one with fiberglass, new pressure switch, new pressure gauge. Hopefully that'll do it. So yeah, once they get done, I mean, they came out today to do the original troubleshooting, and they had to send a different crew out that had the proper equipment to service the system. But they're hard at it, and great guys, and they're going to town. So hopefully by the time they leave, I'll have full pressure, plenty of water, be able to sprinkle my front yard, and hopefully we can get some grass to grow. I mean, it's been several days now that I've not been able to water, and we haven't had any rain, so hopefully the seed I put down isn't ruined. Hey, good morning, guys. It's Sunday, July the 10th, and I'm about a little over a week into the grading and reseeding of my Drywell French drain area. This area here close to the road came several days after the primary area, because I had ran out of the straw mat and I had to get some more. So it's just barely starting to pop in a few places. I don't know with the shade if it'll show up, but I just wanted to give you a little progress report that I am starting to get a little bit of grass. That area right there got the most water. As soon as I put this down and broke out the sprinkler for the first time in years, my well system couldn't keep up, so I couldn't water it. So I was, this area here got watered right in the very beginning, so it's coming in first. This area here and down on this end didn't get so much water because my well system couldn't keep up, so I went almost a week without being able to water it, and we didn't get any rain. So I've got my well system working, I'm able to water it, so I'm gonna throw down some more seed today. Might as well empty the bag out and get the sprinkler going, and I'll give you a progress report here in a few days when it starts to pop a little bit more. But yeah, I'm sure with the shade you won't be able to see. You might be able to see it's coming in pretty good right here, but I should have went ahead and threw down the whole bag of seed, but I went over it about 4 times and I still have seed left. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw it down right on top and see what happens. Hey guys, good morning. It's Saturday, July the 16th, give you a little progress report on my front yard reseeding project around my dry well and French drain. We're about 2 weeks in. Well's working good, got it fixed. Had a little bit of rain last night, but not really much. I'm getting quite a bit of grass poking up, along with a good amount of weeds as well. I'll take care of the weeds later. As I already mentioned, this area was last to be seeded and it's last to grow. This area here is starting to come in real nice. I don't know what in the heck happened here with all these weeds, but we'll take care of that. Once we start mowing the grass and we have some established grass, I'll get rid of the weeds. But coming in pretty good. Like I said, we're about 2 weeks in. I started this project on July the 1st when I first put down the seed in this area. So we'll see how it goes. We'll keep watering, and we'll let the grass get to 3 or 4 inches tall, and then we'll start mowing it, and we'll see what happens. So far so good, guys. Hey, hope you had a good 4th of July. Have a great weekend and a good summer, and we'll give you an update here in a week or so.